We are back now with today's checklist. It is the most wonderful time of the year and one of the busiest when our health can take a back seat. So NBC News health reporter Dr. Akshay Syal is here with some important reminders for this holiday season. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Yeah, good morning.
So let's start with our first one. Holiday season means respiratory virus season. I just saw a story the other day where some hospitals are asking people to wear masks again. A lot of things are going around.
Yeah, you know, it's an occupational hazard, Chanel, right?
Yeah.
You guys see the pretty trees, the lights. We see stuffy noses and Z-packs, right? So it's that time of the year where the viruses tend to pick up.
So if you feel sick, what's the next right move?
Yeah, so, you know, the most common question we get now, Chanel, is why even bother testing, right? If I'm sick, I have a stuffy nose, I can stay home. Why even take a test? And, you know, what we say to that is there's things we can do. So if you have a virus, like say you have a stuffy nose, you have a cough, you're not feeling well, take a test. Take that test because if you have flu or if you have COVID and you are high risk, you are somebody who's over the age of 50, you are somebody who has chronic disease, we can do something about it. We can treat you for it. We can prescribe medications, antivirals to help you, keep you out of the hospital.
So you don't have to just suffer.
You don't have to just suffer. So give your doctor a call and also make sure you are getting vaccinated. It is not too late. I know you've heard me say this 1,000 times. Flu shot, COVID shot, it is absolutely not too late. We are starting to see signs of that flu virus really pick up. So really important you talk to your doctor about it.
Okay, and Al says this all the time. Please stay home.
Stay home if you're sick.
Don't try to be a hero.
Whether you're sick or not, just stay home.
Yeah. All right, and you know what? I think people take for granted. They're like, oh, I'm just tough it up. Kids don't like to wear coats, but you actually have to stay safe.
You actually have to stay safe, and you actually have to bundle up. And even if you're at your parents' house for the holidays, you're like, I'm just going to get in the car and go to CVS.
Exactly.
I'll be right back.
I'll turn the heat on and it'll be fine.
Exactly. No, bundle up because you never know what's going to happen. Something may happen to your car. You may get stranded. So two things we want to point out here, Chanel: frostbite and hypothermia. So frostbite is when part of your fingers or toes can sort of get a little bit cold and start to go numb and get tingly, that sort of thing, versus hypothermia. We talk about our core body temperature really coming down. So these are both things that can be life-threatening. So wear those gloves, hats, scarves. Mittens are actually better than gloves. I don't know if you knew this, because your fingers can sort of keep each other warm together.
Okay.
Get inside if you are numb or shivering. Call 911 and remove any wet clothing because they can sort of stop our body from losing some of that heat. So take any wet clothing off if you can.
Sounds good. All right, Al Roker.
Hey, Doc, before we get to this one topic, that we used to hear about, you go from cold outside to warm inside. Yeah, that's what causes people getting cold. That has nothing to do with it, does it?
That's a little bit different, and it's a good question you bring up because there are certain ways you want to reheat yourself. You don't, if you're cold, you don't want to go and jump into a sauna in really hot weather. You want to sort of do lukewarm and get yourself back to a normal temperature, not go flip-flop from one to the other.
Okay, one of the things during the winter, it gets cold. We don't want to go outside and work out. So how do you stay on those fitness routines? Yeah,
so it's really important to stick to our schedule. And I think my best advice, Al, is keep it festive, right? Put on the Michael Bublé Spotify playlist. Get moving to that. Go for a walk around the neighborhood. Go see the holiday lights. If you're going Christmas shopping for your friends or relatives, park a little bit farther away and walk a little bit, right? Walking counts as exercise, not something we want to ignore. And go ice skating, shovel snow, do those sorts of things.
A little cross-country skiing.
A little cross-country skiing, yeah. Make it fun, make it festive. You don't need to keep your normal routine. And even if you can't do an hour a day, try to do at least 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Everything counts.
Something better than nothing.
Something's better than nothing, exactly.
All right, we're eating a lot of heavy food during the holidays. How do we protect our heart health?
So, we always associate February with Heart Month, right? The American Heart Association, we talk about Valentine's Day, but actually December, right? December is one of the deadliest months for heart disease, actually Christmas Day. I mean, if you think about it, the winter weather can narrow the arteries with the cold, stress, maybe your mother-in-law is coming over. So a lot of sorts of things really compile here, and you want to, watch out. Limit alcohol, right? If you are somebody who has heart disease, don't go from spiked eggnog to the pigs in a blanket back and forth over and over again. You want to be a little bit more judicious.
Alcohol.
Monitor your salt and take short walks, especially after eating. This is really important. If you walk after eating, you can sort of lower your blood sugar control and help your stress levels. And check in with your doctor. Do not wait until January 1st to give me a call.
Right.
If you're having any chest pain, any palpitations, anything like that, these are the full signs and symptoms. Do not wait. Give us a call now. Chest pain, lightheadedness, any of that while you're exercising or even if you're sitting at home.
Okay. What about our mental health during the holidays?
Yeah, I mean, think about everything we just talked about, right? We talked about exercising. We talked about frostbite. We talked about hypothermia. We talked about COVID flu. There's a lot going on. And when you compile everything we just talked about with family stress, you can see why that can be a lot. And so my best advice to patients, Dylan, is, accept your feelings. First of all, it's not everybody is 100% all the time. It's okay to have off days. It's okay to not be at full form. Make sure you set boundaries and say no to friends and family.
That's your favorite.
Wow.
Say no.
Say no. Gives you more time to say yes.
Calling
Say
you
no
out
and
here.
stay home. Yeah.
And connection is so important.
Make time for connection. I'll tell you, I was just home for Thanksgiving. One of the favorite things I did was just sitting at home with my parents, everybody kind of doing their own thing, just absorbing
That's
all
what
of
I love about
So
Thanksgiving.
great.
Yeah.
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 Just
Dr.
talking
Syal,
about
thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.